Hey Ghoul Gang, and welcome to the Hot Ghouls Club. If you love true crime and creepy cases, click follow so you never miss an episode. As always, I'm your host, Jamie.
And I'm Tara. And if I was rich, I would pay the scalpers.
Yeah. I was just thinking to myself earlier before that if I ever had money, I would like immediately start spending it on some shit. Like chin lipo, upper left, lip flip.
A house.
That too. I don't know.
A lip flip? Have you ever seen people try to drink out of a straw with a lip flip?
Yeah. I like the ones that they have, like the special ones.
Or you don't need any of that. You're literally have like a face card. Like a face card never declines.
I don't see it ever.
Yeah, you do. I've seen the pictures that you post on Instagram. You see it. Yeah, exactly. with your eyes, please.
No, but I feel like I have to do so much. You know, there's like when there's girls that are just I saw there's this girl.
There are no girls that are naturally beautiful. They have microblading. They get facials. So they have injections.
That's
no,
so
mama.
True. That's
this
what I want.
Natural. I know, me too. I want to look like gorgeous with no effort.
Gorgina without having to spend.
I want eyelashes. I want eyebrows. I want no redness.
I want I would
contour.
Bleed, like give actual blood to have actual eyebrows.
You get microbladed eyebrows.
I know. So I want to do that really bad, but A, money too, but B, I'm so fucking anal with my brows that if somebody did it in a weird way,
it would have to be somebody you know, so that like you can just direct them.
There's one girl I know that like I would actually trust to do it.
Oh,
her name's Katie something. I wish I could shout her out. She doesn't even listen, but she's great at her job. So
amazing. So go to her for the microblading. I would love to do like eyelash extensions, but I do feel that they destroy your natural lash.
Have you ever gotten them done before?
I have.
I can't remember, but yeah, well, I can't remember that you got them done, but I got them done for sure.
I can't remember when you got them done,
but
I do remember when I got a lash lift, and you said something.
Both. Yeah,
to me.
Oh,
you were like,
oh yeah, you were like your lashes
like
were insane. Yeah,
a few like weeks into it, you're like, what have you done to your lashes? Because like every time I see you, they're just like so curled.
Yeah,
I was like, I got them lifted. Yeah, Kevin's little sister, like his little sister's turned 21. Her eyelashes are insane.
Naturally.
Gorge naturally. She didn't even wear mascara for years, and I think that's why they're so good.
Yeah,
but she started wearing a little bit of mascara. Oh, when I'm like, I can't even look at you. They're like, it's like a fake eyelash strip is on her eye.
I want to cut them off and put them on mine.
Truly. And even the bottom ones. Mm-hmm. The bottom ones. I've literally been told to my face, you don't have any bottom eyelashes. Like I feel like people have like just will insult me to my face as really if I'm okay with it.
I know that's what I used to have when I used to have my eyebrows when I didn't draw them on. They'd be like, oh, so you really don't have any eyebrows, do you?
I know, it's like
they're blonde. What can I end sparse? And I overplucked. What do you want from me?
I know. I saw this girl on TikTok. She was like, think about what you say before you're mean to me, because there is no line I won't cross.
Love that.
And sometimes I feel like that.
I feel like that, but I'm not quick with it. I'm not witty. I don't have that about me. Where like, so for instance, I was at, I don't know if I really want to say exactly who's involved, because I did just drop our podcast to everybody that was there. But anyway, so I was at a place and there was this like group of people, and it turns out somebody they know, they were bringing up an issue that they had like back in during the summertime, and it's not even an issue, it's not a real issue, it's just like this, they were out in a public setting and then some random girl screams her husband's name. And then she kind of like goes on about it. She's like, who the fuck was this girl? I'm literally huffing and puffing after we get to fucking from point A to B because I'm lugging shit around. And she's screaming my husband's name. Doesn't look at me. Doesn't say anything to me. I'm clearly right next to him. He's looking at me and talking to me. Like, who the fuck does that? And she, it's just like, and then you kind of play on that or whatever. So like everybody's like hyping her up. And I always do it every single time I hear the story because it's my favorite story.
I feel like I've heard the story.
You probably have.
I can't remember who this is. I knew. Yeah. I thought it was like Amazing.
So like she was just talking about that story again, and I forget how it came up, but it just came up naturally. But there was this new girl that was there at this place. Never met her before. She's newer to the group anyways.
Fun.
But she knows from they worked or had worked together or something like that, like old coworkers or whatever. So she's there and she's just like making these little comments. She's like, I just don't understand. Like, I didn't know that you were like that. Like, I thought you were, you know, like if that happened to me, I just wouldn't even care. Like, it wouldn't even be a drop off my back. I just would, you know, keep moving on. Or maybe I would be the one to introduce myself. I was like, first of all, that's not what we're here for.
No,
that is not the game that we're trying to play.
No, we're
haters. I was like, she actually was saying, she said it to me, and then she had the need to make sure she got his attention. And after she got the attention, she repeated it again out loud. So in front of her, in front of the whole entire group, like, what is the point that you're trying to fucking make? What was the point? And then I was like, because I was trying to like tell her, like, obviously they're not, like, it's not that big of a deal. They're happy. Look at my brother's like big smile. Like, they have a huge smile on their face. They're just, it's banter. It's just what it is. They're just a fiery personality. And I don't know. I just like, I fucking like that type of person makes me mad. She was a Libra too. So I was like, I was weird, but then she told me she was an October Libra, and I was like, oh, okay. I can kind of see it.
So you're like, you wish that you could have said something quick or witty to her to like get
her
to
to be like, what are you getting out of this? Like, to say like,
what do you think, you're better than her?
Yeah, like that's, she's not projecting, like, if an insecurity thing is a thing that you're trying to get at, why are you trying to make it such a big thing right now?
Yeah,
like, that's weird. Her feelings are valid. However she wanted to feel about the moment is valid.
Yeah.
And you don't need to invalidate her by trying to say that, you know,
you wouldn't act like that.
Yeah. Like,
you should have been like, oh, do you want a medal? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. Okay. Like, that's the easiest thing to go, oh, do you want a medal for just being so secure?
So secure,
so secure and so happy?
So good in your relationship?
Yeah, like, seriously.
Meanwhile, probably behind closed doors, she's probably having the worst relationship her entire life.
I was just thinking that too.
Like, that's just, it was so weird to me. I didn't like her. I didn't like that.
Yeah, you ever, like, obviously, like, have a group of friends, or you're, like, meeting new people and you're just like, I don't like that person.
Yeah.
And, like, or just people that you meet in real life and you're like, I just know I don't vibe with that person, and it's totally fine, because you can't get along with everybody, and not everybody has good personalities like us.
Because we're amazing.
We're amazing.
We're naturally beautiful, wonderful, perfect. Nobody honestly
can say a thing about us.
I just don't think you get better.
You don't get better. You really don't get better, and that's why we are the Hot Ghouls Club.
And welcome back.
We're happy to be here.
We're happy to be here. We're happy to give you a new case. I'm going to be doing this case today, and I'm a little bit nervous to deliver it. I was telling Tara before. Huh?
Who are you?
I'm Jamie.
Oh, I'm Tara. It's nice to meet you.
What, like they don't know us? Like they don't just
What
know
if there's
me?
a new person?
I have to stop doing that. I always forget to like
introduce yourself.
Yeah, because honestly, you always want to introduce yourself.
Your name is just as important as the name of the podcast.
And you're going to want to hope that there's always new listeners listening every single day. And if there isn't, fucking tell somebody about us already.
No, seriously.
We've been around. It's almost been a year.
We've been around. We're like 2 months shy of a year.
Yeah. Which is crazy because it feels like just like maybe 3 months ago we started.
It doesn't feel like we've been doing this like every week for a year.
No, it's crazy how quick it came up and how fast life just keeps going.
I know. But you know what I'm so happy about?
The end? That
it's spooky season.
Right.
I know we've already said that, but
I just feel like you can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. I always want to hear about it.
Like, I keep thinking about, like, what's the gooeyest, spookiest stories or crimes or whatever that I can do. And I'm thinking of, like, different things. Like, I don't want to do just your everyday run-of-the-mill murder, you know?
Because we can do that any other week of the year.
We can do that every day. Listen, I listened to a murder podcast today. I listened to one yesterday, the day before. I watched a crime video last night. I also watched SVU this week.
Kicking it.
I am obsessed.
That's the right way to be.
And I watched horror this weekend.
That is nice. I do like that.
Oh, I love. But
I've just been so fucking busy.
So fucking hot.
And it's so fucking hot. I'm sick of the hotness. I want the coldness. I want to cool.
I'm so sick of it.
So sick of the people, the weather. But I'm not sick of going over these cases.
No, I'm actually, I told you before, I'm very much in love with doing this stuff. Like, I love.
So today, our topic is going to be a little different than the regular murder case, but it's something just as sinister in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Aokigahara forest.
Beautiful
like
pronunciation.
Thank you.
I didn't even say pronunciation right. Beautiful pronunciation.
Thank you. It's also better known as the Sea of Trees, or infamously known as...
No, infamously.
Infamously?
No, infamously.
It's also infamously known as Suicide Forest. Just stick with me, kids, and I'll mispronounce almost every fucking word in the English language.
Amazing. So sorry, this is the Suicide Forest.
The Suicide Forest. I do want to go ahead and put a trigger warning as the topic of suicide will come up multiple times.
No way.
Why? I know it's very misleading, the title.
I wouldn't. Ooh, you heard that?
What was that?
Ankle bone. Oh my god!
I thought that was
like
furniture.
Juicy. That was a juicy crack, and it's like, and it was the front.
Yeah, I thought you knocked into something. It's crazy.
I'm falling apart.
Me too. Oh my god. Okay, so it's before I tell you exactly about the Aokigahara forest and how it's earned its nickname of the Suicide Forest, I'm going to fill you in on some basic information about it. The Aokigahara is a 14 square mile forest nestled at the bottom of Mount Fuji in Japan. But how the forest came to be was by a natural force of devastation.
Oh.
In the year 864 EC.
EC?
EC. I don't know what that means. It just had that lettering behind it.
I can't think of anything.
That was like exactly Christ, but I know that's
exactly
wrong.
when Christ came out.
Exactly when Christ was
800?
864.
It's a good year.
Love that year.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Fuji had erupted, and the eruption lasted 10 days. During that time, immense ash and cinders filled the area, and lava flowed down the western side of the Mount Fuji. I don't know why I put the Mount Fuji.
Well, it's the.
I don't know how that ran in my script.
I mean, 1864. How many people are bopping around?
864. I kept doing that.
What?
1864.
I said that?
Yeah, you did.
864.
Yeah, 864.
How many people are at the bottom of Mount Fuji?
Many villages.
Oh. I'm thinking like 10 people.
No, people are still around at that time. Although it's not known exactly how many perished in the eruption, it's believed to have been a significant amount of lives, between mass villages having been taken out, as well as a significant amount of wildlife that got destroyed in its wake as well.
If I would have just waited.
It's always right there.
It's always right before.
Always right there.
A very ill-timed comment.
How many people? How many?
Couldn't have been that bad. We killed 10.
So mass
couldn't
villages.
Have been as bad as the Great Molasses Flood in Boston.
What the fuck is that?
I'm like comparing that to a volcano.
You are just a Mary Lancer. I think you must have been like a Mary Lancing like witch at one point in your life.
What the hell is a Mary Lancer?
That's not a word? I thought. What did you just say?
Mary Lancer?
Did you say Mary Lance? I said Mary Lancer. What did you say? What did you say?
Mary Lancer. Or I said, what is Mary Lancing? I'm not saying.
Where did you get Mary Lance from? You said it first. I didn't say it.
I said the Great Molasses Flood.
You said I thought you said I'm like a Mary Lancer.
No.
Stop it. I'm playing it back. No. I need to know this.
How long
has it been?
We reviewed the tapes and Jamie was wrong. I said, I'm comparing.
That's still debatable that those words even came out.
Right. She'll be editing this tomorrow night.
I will.
I was cracking up on the last episode where I think you edited it, but I was like, "Oh, are you looking something up on your phone?" And you're like, "I was texting."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Did you want us to wait for you to be done?"
That was amazing. I did love that moment. That was so funny because I saw I didn't take it that you were like being the would you say
teacher?
The school like a school teacher,
but it was the way
like
you
that,
reacted. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh. but still. I'm just kidding. I did that to Desiree this weekend. We were watching the movie, and I kept seeing she was on her phone. Like, not kept seeing, like, she was just on her phone for like a few like minutes, and I was like, what the fuck is she on her phone? Like, I set this whole thing up, and then I was like, is everything okay? And she's like, what? And I'm like, you're on your phone. She's like, oh, I was just posting a story about us, or like, you know, like thing. And I'm like, oh.
Just making sure you're enjoying yourself.
Put it down. No, be in the moment. And it made me think of us and like this, and I'm like, what am I? Just like a fucking bitch.
1, 2, 3 eyes on me.
I saw this thing. This teacher was like, what was it? Say 1 if you're not talking, and then say 2 if you're not talking, and 3 point who's talking. I don't know. Never mind. Fuck it. I'm not doing it the right way.
But it was like a little funny, cute little teacher
it was like
thing
a school
that they
thing,
were doing. Yeah.
It was public shame, and I love.
It was public shame. Yeah, that's true.
We need a little bit more of that.
A little bit more public shame.
I need people to be ashamed of some of their actions. For sure. Or was that
like light bullying? Like lights.
Just keep them humble.
Yes.
Keep them humble and keep them on their toes. Keep them quick.
There's nothing worse than people off their toes.
There's nothing worse than somebody who can't take a joke.
Or a light bully.
Like a joke.
Yeah, like a joke. Yeah, just like a haha.
I mean, I get it's not a joke for you. Mm-hmm. They're just too sensitive. We just won't make those jokes anymore.
Is that corny?
Yes.
That was iconic. I love that.
I love her. I love doing her voice.
You did it really good.
I just love being like so like monotone. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
I know. I used to do videos with Kylie Jenner because you know they all have that like Californian accent where it's like
it's flat.
So today
yeah,
it's also from the lava flow that once it cooled. And so, like, you know, I love that. I could have gone on longer, but I
wish I spoke like that. Like, I wish I'm like, what? No. See, that had too
much
in
it. Like slower? Like not
she's
so
like
quick?
I guess I have to do it in like something that she said. Like that thing. Like, well, to me, it's a joke.
Yes.
But it's not a joke to you. And so I just won't make those types of jokes anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. When I'm really tired and hungry, my voice will like start to do that. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like running on E. You said something to me last week, which has stuck with me and my life is torture.
What is it?
I attract insects.
I thought there was a bug in here. That's why I just looked because I saw the reflection.
And I was like, of course there's a fucking bug in there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, Jamie. They're flying at me. They're literally a lantern bug fell on my toe.
Those are kind of pretty though. I mean, they're fucking terrible, but they're kind of pretty. They're like gray and pink and stuff.
Oh, well, I shook it off and smashed it.
Yeah, you should actually.
Yeah, it was gorgeous, but I feel so bad. So. I've actually been, and the thing is, like, I feel so bad killing them. Mm-hmm. But there's been so many since you said that.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's just because I put that in your head, so now you're actually like noticing. There's so many bugs all the time, everywhere.
All the time, everywhere.
All the time,
but
everywhere.
I'm getting a little worried that I'm attracting insects.
No, I was just saying. I have
a lot of insect-related issues. One time,
I think it's just because you hate bugs and you outwardly like say you hate.
I don't even like butterflies. One time I was driving my car. This was in college, and I had jeans on that had a rip.
Yeah.
Driving my car down a road I've never driven on before, like in a town that I lived in, but like I didn't explore it much. A yellow jacket flew in, landed on the skin. I stopped driving in the middle of the road and I just go, ah! Stop! Ah! And then it just flew out. And I was like,
cool, calm, collected.
I think I was swerving. I was like, what's happening? Not looking at the road. I was like, ah! All I did was just scream, look at it, and it left. And I was like, what just happened? I said, my heart, all of it.
Yeah, it's terrible. You do not fuck with the bugs.
I don't fuck with the bugs. I really don't.
So no, you don't attract them. They're just everywhere and you notice them. And now that I've said it, it's stuck in your head.
It's going to be there forever.
I'm sorry.
I'm like a swamp witch bugs. That's rejecting her innate
yeah, that's
self.
all. It should truly be like
I should love bugs.
Immediate. Drawn to them.
Okay, we've like not got into this at all.
Okay, no. Yeah, we got to get back. Focus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about the wildlife and how there's villages, wildlife, and how both were taken out by this horrific volcano. that had erupted, Mount Fuji, we're saying. So it's also from that lava flow that once it got cooled and solidified, it became the ground floor for the Aokigahara forest. And that's what came to grow from it, from the lava bed.
Interesting.
The forest itself is very lush and dense, as well as having very porous ground floor from the lava, and that also absorbs sound. So a lot of times people, when they go in and visitors go into the forest, they describe it as being a place of very strong solitude.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they say it also makes it like a big creep factor because like you go in and
yeah. You don't even hear a bird.
I can hear these motherfucking crickets from this room.
I can hear it over the fucking like AC in my home.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then just to go in there and it's like very quiet, creepy.
It's like sound deprivation.
So as rich as the environment is inside the forest, that richness also carries into the legend and the lore of the forest itself. As mentioned earlier, the Aokigahara is nestled at the bottom of Mount Fuji. And for those that don't know, Mount Fuji is actually currently holds huge cultural significance, and it has done so for centuries, with it being recognized as sacred ground since ancient times.
Since 864?
Even earlier.
What's ancient?
Even earlier. You would think that would be ancient. No, I don't know. I was like, when the fuck did this shit
What do we consider ancient? Us?
I feel it.
Every day.
In my knees right now.
Oh my God. I'm on this whole plantar fasciitis. I think everybody has it. I told Kevin.
Remember when I told you that? I'm pretty sure I had it.
Yeah, but you just hurt your heel. That's how I'm feeling right now.
It's still bothered.
Mine, Kevin's heel hurt for a while, and he like I must have said it so many times. He's like, "Oh my God, you and this plantar fasciitis." I'm like, "What?" It's all I hear about. I feel like you have it. Now he's fine.
It comes for us, and oh, he's fine now.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, it's because literally the foot is like the hardest and longest thing to heal because you're constantly on it.
You know what I would love? Just lay all day. Love.
But apparently, no, what's fucked up is that causes so much like body issues.
Yes.
It's not fucking fair.
My back kills me if I lay around all day.
My legs, they're not even like solid anymore when I stand up after I lay down for too long. It's crazy.
No, mine have not been solid in a long time.
So anyways, with the mass death and destruction that the 864 EC eruption caused, it wasn't long after the forest settled that the claims of Yurei, which is what we in the Western language most specifically like refer to as ghosts, but specifically with the Yurei is that the spirits, those ones have died. Like if you're called a Yurei or your spirit's called a Yurei, you're person that died traumatically.
So it's like it's a specific, a narrowed scope of a ghost.
Yes, exactly.
Not like a peaceful in your sleep.
No.
It's a traumatic death.
Yes,
like being burned alive by lava,
and that they're stuck there, doomed to wander lost for the rest of their little ghostly lives.
Right. So like the ghosts that Warrens would go after.
Yes, like they would have eaten up the Aokigahara.
They probably would have been eaten alive in that fucking place.
For sure.
Because they're fake.
And that's also what gives it its haunted reputation that a lot of people have like heard here and there, but it's really just like, I mean, it could be haunted, but I don't think it's really haunted, but it could be.
You don't?
No.
Do you believe in hauntings? Do you believe in hauntings and you don't believe that forest is haunted?
I guess it could be. I don't know. There's not like many spooky stories, but I guess it's probably because people usually die.
Dead. They're gone.
I was like, where's the poltergeist? I don't see sticks.
They're doing it to themselves.
Right, to and fro.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
They're not here to tell their stories.
Now, the current beliefs of the Yurei still wandering in the forest. The Yurei didn't come just because of the eruption that happened in 864, but also because tragedy just seems to come from this place. As it was with some unfortunate old traditions like ubasate, which is abandoning babies and elderly to meet their demise in the arms of the forest.
What?
Yeah, that was a pretty...
Ubasate? They have a term for abandoning your vulnerable population to the wills of the forest?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't fuck with that.
No, yeah, it's like old tradition. It's like fucked up tradition, but...
I thought you're supposed to respect your elders in Japan.
Like sometimes if like money was a really big issue was what they would... Like what I saw was attached to the ubasate tradition was that if like you couldn't afford to feed all the mouths, they would just like put the elderly in the woods, which is crazy. Imagine being an elderly in the woods, knowing that your fucking kid just put you in there.
Watch yourself.
Get lost.
Dad, give me a lip one more time. I'm putting you in the forest.
Literally. I know a place. You let them know.
I know a place. They ain't gonna look for you there.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the why with the suicide forest, like why that nickname was given, and why so many people know it by that. And it's because there was a novel by Koroi Jokai. I practiced this before. Kurohi Jukai, which is known as Black Sea of Trees by Seiichi Matsumoto, and that came to publish in 1960, and it depicts a story of a couple, and by the end of the novel the two decide to walk into the Aokigahara with purpose to end their own lives in the forest together. And after this book is written and published, it's then an uptick in suicides really become prevalent, and like people started to be like know more about it.
About the forest?
Yeah.
That's a really sad story. Like two lovers, I guess, or whoever, who knows what what their purpose was, obviously in the book, of like to decide to end their lives together. It's beautifully tragic. But it's crazy that people were already killing themselves like there. I do know Japan is a very complex country.
Yeah.
With I guess you could say mental health.
Yeah. It was very like a taboo topic.
Well, yes, and I also know that like post World War II, Japan didn't do well because of how it was obviously treated by the United States. We nuked them.
Yeah.
And it's been like said that we've castrated them, essentially, is like the term, because it was just such a. Are you going to talk about this?
Yeah, we could talk about it.
No,
I don't have it. Yeah,
it was such a strong country in terms of its, what's the word, like military achievements. I think they were
a very, very proud country.
Very proud. That's where like the samurai comes from. Yeah. And after they were nuked by us, they surrendered for the first time ever. It might have been.
I mean, how are you gonna like verse a nuke?
And the thing is, like, what the United States did was deplorable.
What we did
anyway, so like post World War II, Japan became like a very different place than what it was. Like it became like men had a lot less respect than they did. You know, military troops came in and were like very abrasive and took a lot of control over things. And the way Japan just like was treated after World War II, like how a lot of countries were treated by the Allies, didn't help them for sure. I mean, Japan is like amazing, but I remember I saw an anime in school called Grave of Fireflies, which is like one of the most devastating fucking animes. I think it's Studio Ghibli, and it's about like World War II and what's going on, and it's like, I don't know if it might be towards the end of World War II or whatever, or after it, but I can't remember. But follows the story of two brothers, like I don't know if they're looking for their parents, I can't remember, but they essentially like camp out next to like a river, and it's just them trying so hard to survive for like months, and eventually the little brother dies.
That's fucking terrible.
It was. And I forced Desiree to watch it with me because I took a Japanese course in college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I learned like a decent amount. It was mainly about like post World War II.
Yeah.
And then like also just like some of the things that like the people in Japan, like there is a huge crisis of loneliness. And that's why they have a lot of those like cafes where obviously they have like cat cafes, which are really fun and stuff like that, but they also have cafes where essentially like men go to get like attention from women, not necessarily like sex, but it's like these women are like giving them a show, and like it's not like it's a very unique,
just like a different type of intimacy.
Yes. And like the work culture is so intense, like people sleep at their desks, like they'll die at their desks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane. So
but that's something that they like are very proud of too, is like their work ethic.
Yes. So I'm not surprised that something like the suicide forest like even exists in Japan.
Yeah. Because I did see that was very prevalent. Is mental health there, and depression is really tough. But outside of that book, that was with like the uptick for suicides. Another big topic what they notice in correlation with suicide is geomagnetic disturbances, which comes to the lava flow and the lava floor of the Aokigahara forest. And there was some studies done it. So basically what they did was they started in the mid 60s. They would take a number of females and males that had committed suicide and take in geomagnetic factors in the area. Like if there was what's that called, the electricity plant, if like something as simple as that, what type of natural material is the area grounded on. So they would see positive correlations when they did that within the two when a geomagnetic peak happened. So they did notice though that the people that was more, or the demographic that was more widely affected by it was men when it comes to these geomagnetic fields, and if they're very strong or if they peak or what have you, like whatever their instance is that your life can be affected by it, they saw that it was more affected in men than women, which was interesting.
Weak.
Obviously. And outside of that too, the last why that I was able to find with exactly how this Aokigahara forest was famously nicknamed instead of the death forest but the suicide forest, because as I mentioned there was a lot of natural deaths, is for the amount of suicides that took place there. And this is when why I brought up the book with the uptick, is because that's when like data information is really able to be captured, and then it stops. But basically what happens, what I was able to find is that before the 70s there was no real data, but then from the 80s, like that whole decade, it was about 200 to 350 people that committed suicide. The reason why I say about two, I know it's a crazy amount, is that they find the bodies, but you don't always necessarily are able to figure out exactly what year, depending on decomposition or what decade it could belong to.
I know you said it was really dense too, so I'm sure some bodies get eaten up, but kind of like by the forest, and maybe they'll show up at other points and things like that. That's a crazy fucking amount of suicides.
No, it gets worse. Because from the 90s, it's 400 to 700 people. From the 2000s, it skyrockets, and they 500 to 900. So that's a huge difference. I'm not really sure why there was such a big difference in variation, but huge difference, almost 1,000 people. And then it's when 2010s come along that data on suicides in the Aokigahara starts getting shut down in order to try and prevent some of this ideology and romanticizing of committing suicide in the forest, because those numbers were fucking crazy. But that's when it became popular and it got this nickname, and then people just, they put that idea in their head essentially of like where.
I mean, yeah, I guess like if you are feeling like that way and that's like the conclusion that you've unfortunately come to, I guess one of the factors is like where, because like if you're really committed to it, you don't want to be found to be saved, and maybe you don't want to traumatize your family or you know, things like that. So it feels like a safer option, but that is so sad. Yeah,
it is really, it's a suck ass thing. And but what people also don't actually know about the forest, they know of this like bad side of the forest, but they also don't know how actually wonderous of a place it could be, because it's really got some breathtaking things to go with it. Like it's not just this place of death. So some of the like most beautiful things that it does have to offer is like these natural cave systems. So with the lava that cascaded down the mountain, it created some of these insane natural systems. One of the places is called the Narusu whatever ice cave. The other, and it's like it's really really sick. It's like an otherworldly type of cave. So like you go down into it in the forest, and you go down to it. They have tours. A lot of like local schools will go and tour there. So it does have like this really nice like also like vibe to it too. But people obviously they get hung up on this like famous suicides forest, like that's what you get stuck on. but it has like these sick cave systems. The ice cave has like these pillars of ice that are literally bigger than you and I, like just naturally
That's amazing.
formed.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, and they have like blue lights that they put up around the cave, and it just made. I mean, like some of the pictures looked a little fucking like bodega, but some of the spots are like really cool looking too.
That's
where it was like
pretty.
this fun. Yeah, it was really cool. Besides that, they have the Fugaku Wing Cave. It also has its own ice pillars, but I'm guessing it has more to do with the one. I tried fucking looking at this one, right? I looked up I think it was 3 different videos to see what the issue was. One was a talk over. One was, I was confused because I was like, which one am I looking at? The ice cave or the wind cave? And then the other one, I just didn't get it. Like, it just didn't, like, I thought if it was called the wind cave, it would have some wind.
Yeah.
Not once did I hear wind.
No wind at all.
I was like, there's ice. There's cool ice pillars. Where's the wind?
Where's the wind?
And then one of the last more famously known cave systems there is called the Lakeside Bat Cave, which is, so you can guess it's probably, it's like,
full of
I've
bats.
seen it. It's full of bats.
Amazing.
Yeah. Dimly lit, full of bats. Yeah.
Come to mama.
And something that the personnel, I don't really know who runs the Aokigahara forest, or people do.
Like if it's like, they have like things like,
it's like a park
rangers.
ranger.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like over there.
Me neither. I tried. I didn't really try, but I was like, more importantly,
somebody runs it.
Somebody did it. Somebody did
runs
something
it.
good. They put up signs throughout the forest with phone numbers that say, basically, if somebody is struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, that they can reach out for help. There's a lot of like trying to be helpful signs put up there, and it has helped people actually get deterred from committing suicide inside the forest, which is great. It wasn't in vain or whatever.
That's good. I watched a documentary on this once, like back in college, I'm pretty sure, and it was a guy, he was definitely like European, like either British or American, and he went to the forest, right? Because this has such a famous, obviously, connection. I mean, the reputation, it's a suicide forest, and he wanted to understand like why people felt the need to go here and to do it and stuff like that, and it was really sad. So he like parked his car in the parking lot, and he like went over to a couple of cars, and you can see that they had just been left there for months. Yeah, because people obviously park and then they go into the forest, they never return. Yeah. And then, he was walking around the forest, and he came upon, I think he probably came upon at least one he came upon a body. Yeah. He also came upon an abandoned tent, and then he did come upon somebody who was like alive, and he sat and he talked with him for a while. And he, I think the guy decided like not today or whatever.
I'm pretty sure I saw that same exact video. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Something I do want to say too is that anybody listening that may need help or knows somebody that may need help and they want to talk within America, there is a place that you can dial called 988. And in Japan, there's also one that's called Tel Lifeline, and their number is 0357740992. These places, they're open 24/7. I know. I literally thought the same. I was like, come on, you're going to have that much time. Yeah, I know. 988. Get it. 2 seconds. We're there.
Like, is there emergency phone number? Like, also like 7 fucking numbers?
Please hold. I'm still dialing.
They're like, the guy's like holding a gun, and he's like, have you held 911 yet? I've called 911 yet? Or have you called for emergency?
677-585-433 yet? That's crazy. You've called the police. How can we help you?
There is nobody available to take your call right now.
Hello?
If this is an emergency, please call 8439-2568-21929W. Bye.
Click. Click. But so there's always people that you can talk to for these numbers. They're there 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for talking to us about that. What is it?
The Aokigahara Forest.
Aokigahara Forest, also known aka as the Suicide Forest of Japan. Very oogie spooky place. It's a very sad place. Would you ever go?
Yeah, actually I would. I mean, I wouldn't go to Japan, nor would I go to China, nor would I go to anywhere past Scotland, Italy. The flights are too long. My life is too long. It's just, that's like the most you got from me. Yeah. I'm like, sorry, Australia.
What if
I'll
it was
never
first
see
class?
you, babe.
You lay down.
Huh?
You lay down.
Oh my God, if it's first class, that's crazy. I don't know then, maybe. If I'm thinking first class.
Yeah. You literally get to take a shower
mean?
before you land. You sleep.
Yeah.
You get food.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to touch. No
can
elbows.
have your own little pod. Like,
you have your own pod. You would
That's
consider.
Crazy. I would consider.
You
Yeah,
would consider.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's like not on the table. Like it's on the table.
It's on the table.
It's on the
not,
table.
It does. Then the going
It's
is not off the table. Yeah.
Exactly. Going with how I can do it right now, it's off the table.
No, me too.
I would never.
I mean, I would. You know, I would. But I would.
You would.
I would be cranky.
You would. You wouldn't hate. You would hate the day. Loathe the day.
I would loathe the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would.
But I would. You know, it'd be like I would fuck up some noodles when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I would get in them nudes, dude. Fuck it up.
Are they known for their noodles? I don't think so.
Maybe here, but I'm trying it over there. You know what's the problem too?
Oh, like
I'm so
ramen?
picky with food. Yeah, ramen.
I love ramen.
I'm so picky with food. Like, what if it's different over there and then I just can't eat anything? Hey, I'll lose weight.
It is different over there. It's fresher.
I know.
It's too fresh.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
We love it processed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. No, thank you for walking us through the suicide forest and like shedding some light on that beautiful but tragically sad place.
Yeah. It is a beautiful but tragically sad. That's a beautiful way to say that.
I feel like so many people in the world know about this forest.
Mm-hmm. They just know it as a suicide
personally
forest.
Didn't know how insane the numbers were.
Yeah, though that was like a jump scare when I got those numbers and I saw. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know its origin. It already had such a dark history as well. I wonder if like, I don't know, maybe that dark energy pulls people. You know what I mean? And I know the density gives them tranquility and everything, but maybe like you said, it's like a sacred place, and they feel like they're, especially it's so dense, maybe their body will be absorbed by the forest again, and there's probably a lot of ancestral energy there, and I know that's, you know, ancestral is like very important in a lot of like Asian cultures. So
I know it is I would definitely, if I was in the neighborhood, I would stop by, because I would also like to like see what it's like to go into a place where like sound's absorbed like naturally.
Yeah, I mean, I would
like,
definitely go on like a tour.
Yeah, like you better. We're holding hands, and you're not losing
We're
me,
on a string
motherfucker.
together, like Madeline. Yeah, you're not losing me.
We're clipped up.
We're clipped up. That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Exactly.
Leash me like a child.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Jamie. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the forest?
I guess that we'll be catching you in the shadows.
Stay ghouly.
You know what the problem was? If you would, if I had a, could
Have you ever had if you would have had a dream